Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 312, Nasdaq off 74, S&P's off 33, gold contract up $2, trading at $1,717 an ounce. Silver down 22 cents at $31.81 a ounce. Platinum $1,543 an ounce. Copper down 5.5 pennies, trading out at $3.44 a pound. Light sweet crude down $4.11. Complex ABC structure on the way down, folks. That got whacked today. We're at 84.60. That wants to go to 81. Bonds up 2 ticks, trading out at 150.10. King dollar up 152 ticks at 80.86. That has volume up there, too, folks. We did 34,000 contracts today, 36,000 contracts. That baby's on its way to 82 to 84. Euro, 127.68, and the yen is out there at 79.98. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have? You come down hard, you do 33 points, we break the swing point, you do it with volume. We did 844 million versus 736 at that swing. So, what you have is this. The A point on this baby, all the indices just about finished another ABC structure on the way down today, folks. That's the bottom line. On the S&P cash, what you have is that we are at the 1394 price point. We got the 1388. The A to B equals C to D, 1-to-1 structure here is 1374. Dow Industrials, we take a look at the Dow, what we have with the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials come down 312. We got to 12,876. The number on that is 12,840. NASDAQ composite first. What we did with the composite, oh, let's go over to the 3 Qs. We'll take a look at the Qs. What we did with the Qs is this. Qs came down 65 million shares. They broke the B point of that structure on the way down. The 3 Qs, the A to B equals C to D is 62.56. And we got to 63.90. So the Qs have a little bit more to go. Bottom line is that what you want to wrap your head around in a big way is, once again, good old King Dollar. What does King Dollar do out here today? King Dollar does 34,000 contracts at highs. She basically is pushing into that high with the volume. That's saying King Dollar, wants to get up into this 82 area. I expect as we get into the 82, 84 is game up at that level. Gold contract. Well, let's go over to oil. What oil did, you talk about a complex ABC structure on the way down, folks. Oil has it. They just took oil apart. And really, the dollar had strength, folks, but the dollar didn't have a huge amount of price movement. The dollar was basically hanging there all day. Now, what they did with oil is this. Oil come down $4, 38,000 contracts. The A to B equals C to D is down there at the 81 level. That 81 level is game in the contract right now. You can expect high volatility. You can expect high volatility. I expect, folks, in the next year and a half. What ends up happening is that we started with volatility off the highs. The first leg off the highs, when we go all the way back, the first high was established out there September 14th. First couple days it hung up there, then bang, comes out of nowhere. Well, I don't think it came out of nowhere, but bottom line, September 26th, you get the movement down. You get the movement down again, once again, October 9th, and then October 19th. When all's said and done here, you take a look at the banks. Banks come down with volume. Bottom line, most of the sectors came down with volume. What that means specifically is this. If you're still long in this market, get your stops in, folks. You're going to get bounces in the market. There's no doubt about it. What you're going to see on these bounces, though, you're going to see a bounce go up. It's going to have lighter volume. and we have lower price coming at us. If we take a look at that S&P for a second, I want to show you something, because what the S&P did today is this. The S&P actually did not hold the first level that it was at, and because it didn't, by the way, this is what you had. The market hardly didn't even bounce, folks, okay? That's really unusual when that happens. This was like 100% of just going sideways, they take it out again. Well, what the S&P right now, the cash S&P, is at 1394. The day Draghi was, pumping the markets up across the world, that's September 6th. That's when we broke topside. We went from 1403 to 1432. Well, guess what? We went from 1428 to 1388 today. Takes it all back, has heavier volume. That's the first part. Second part is more dangerous, and this is what it is. So we broke topside, and it's a failure. But what it also closed underneath was the April highs, the March highs, rather. March 28th. What that sets up is that sets up a longer-term what? A run down to the June lows, the June 4th lows. The June 4th lows are 1266. That's how this is set up right now. There'll be bounces along the way, but what you have out here is that you have consistency, that each and every leg on the way down, you get an expansion in volume. It's fast, it's furious, and there are no doubt A to B equals C to D structures. What happens with an A to B equals C to D structure, by the way, folks, is this. Your A to B is a straight line move. Your C to D is choppy. Your A to B, C to D, A to B. B to C is choppy. C to D, straight line move again. And you can see it basically lined up big time. The first C to D that we did, that was the leg coming off of October 18th. That's when the S&P went from the SPY went from 146 down to the 140. This one here, we just went from 143 down to 139. Straight line. In between that, you had 5 or 6. We had 7 days of movement sideways. What you definitely want to keep your head wrapped around is that bond and that U.S. dollar. Let's go to Jasmine in West Palm Beach. Hey, Jasmine, what's going on?
Boy, you sure? You really called it.
I really called it? No. You know who really called it? The guy, probabilities, the guy that does Moneyball is the guy that called it. Have you ever heard of this guy?
I heard something about it.
Okay, well, it's Nat Silva. He's the guy that not only it was his program that did Moneyball. It was his program that when Theo of the Red Sox won, they were using his program.
Yeah.
So it's all numbers. That's all it is. So.
Well, Romney's a great man. I think Obama should offer him a position in the cabinet. He's very smart. He can get a lot of things done also. You see, my take goes like this, okay? Yeah. If I'm going to get labeled, I'd rather get labeled as a libertarian. And the reason being is this: I don't like bureaucracy. Yeah,
I can't stand it. Okay. So there's you get it. There's a lot in the middle of all of this. Okay, but the bottom line is that governments are like corporations. They want to keep getting bigger. And that's a problem, folks, for all of us, okay?
Yeah, right.
That's what it really comes down to. So you got to fight it.
I'm getting my butt handed down to me by Netflix. And I'm sticking in there. I mean, I got January puts, I'm up to January, so.
You get January puts. What strike price do you have?
I have the, let me see right here. I got the January's,
you get the 70s?
I got the January 1365s.
Oh, 1365. No, you must have paid 1365. Netflix is trading at $77.
Yeah, but still, I was up almost 100 on it, and now it took it all back.
No, I know, but what strike price do you have? You don't have $13 strike price.
I have January 13th, the date, and 65 put.
Oh, 65. Thank you. Okay, 65. I got it. Okay. So January, huh? Well, 65 is going to be a tough one.
Well, it was up 100, but I didn't take it like a full.
No, don't say that. Don't ever put those words in your mouth.
Yeah, you remember.
Cooking, brother. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And by the way, folks, don't ever do that, okay? You know, there's such a thing as just communication, okay? To keep the communication positive, particularly about yourself and anyone, all the time, folks. It's Tom O'Brien. You stay right there. We get our man Daryl Martin coming up.